right, so movement is medicine, right? You probably have heard us already say that at least once or twice in the process of whether it was the one-on-one or get-together, and of course I just stated it now as well. So the goal is to really help you understand both the medical aspect as well as how that movement component is so critical to addressing some of those medical aspects that you've discovered, whether it's from the inflammatory processes that occur within our system, whether it's the presence of plaque that's begun to develop in that vessel wall layer, whether it's insulin resistance, which again is that precursor to starting all those events. Again, those lifestyle habits, movement habits, have a significant impact into the progression of that vessel that we saw earlier. If we're moving appropriately, it helps us buffer the inflammatory properties within our systems. If we're eating a healthy diet, watching those simple carbs so we don't get those insulin spikes, again, that helps control some of that inflammatory reaction to the foods that we eat. It helps control, again, that boost and that insulin spike from too many simple carbohydrates. And again, the movement properties, when we have applied the right intensity levels, the right volume of exercise, consistently with the right frequency, guess what? It is like medicine within the body. It does help you reverse those processes that have begun to be set in motion. And again, I shared with you initially in our first meeting my personal story, and I want to just kind of reiterate that again. 33 years young, think I'm the picture of health. I'm eating healthily, I'm moving pretty good, I think. Get my tests done, and guess what? 58 years old for my vessel age. 25 years older than my chronological age. To say that that was a shock is, I think, an understatement. The CIMT showed both the age, it showed the plaque was beginning to form in that vessel layer. My blood tests, again, reinforced some of the genetic aspects that I knew were there, but I didn't know to what impact. Fast forward 12 months with my follow-ups, I have regressed by 7 years. So from 58 to 51 in just 12 months. Didn't do it perfectly, I'll be the first to admit it. Maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 times I did it the way I should have. So I was doing a little bit better than average. But again, it shows that it's not perfection, it's progress. Just understand what are the principles that are part of the regression process and apply them more consistently over the course of time. And again, it's not magic like Dr. Wright just said, it is science. It does occur when you are dedicated and you're disciplined with that process, and you do it within a community. Again, doing it within the corporate culture here, how awesome is that? I mean, you're not only are you working on projects together to help grow your business, but now, hey, you guys are working together in a group to help grow yourselves. Make sure that you're taking care of the bodies that you use daily to make sure that this company is moving forward, to make sure that your families are moving forward, to make sure that your friendships are moving forward, and all the different areas that you're involved in your lives. So again, what I want to kind of tie in is to how movement applies to forming more garbage trucks in your body so that we can get more of that garbage pulled out of your vessels. How it applies to helping buffer that insulin response with new receptor sites within those muscles. When we do some resistance training and cardiovascular training at the appropriate levels, we're synthesizing more receptor sites to wake up. It's like, hey, I'm alive again, there's all this insulin, let's pull it out of the system, and that buffers inflammation. That helps to minimize any more plaque being formed underneath those vessel layers. And again, that was what was part of my plan of attack to regress by 7 years, to see plaque get pulled out of one of my vessels completely. I no longer have plaque presence in one of my carotids. Still a little bit on one side, but guess what? I'm working on it each day. My Berkeley profile is not yet back, but my in-house lab showed that my triglycerides have pulled below the 100 threshold to the optimal level below 100. My HDL, my garbage trucks, have boosted even a little bit further. So again, it's not perfection, it's progress moving forward.